I can say nigga, and I'm tired of trying to have to prove it to y'all. I am a black, biracial baby, okay? I have always kind of looked ambiguous to you fucking weirdos. Absolute weirdos. If y'all not understand the difference between race, ethnicity, and a goddamn phenotype. I have any pictures of my dad? No, he left when I was 2. So not many pictures I could show you. Used to have my hair all up in them damn 4-8 braids and little twists. I am a black woman. I am a biracial black woman. Yes. Was I raised by a white mama? Yes, the fuck I was. It does not take anything away from my blackness. I will not be arguing my blackness with a goddamn person. Okay? Daddy's 6'5" blacker than 90% of y'all, okay? Which is why I came out with such an amazing tan, okay? And mama was lily white. I'm not discussing this any further. I am a black woman. I will never make this kind of video again. I will never argue my blackness ever the fuck again. Ain't no Indian, ain't no Southeast fucking Asian. There's nothing but 47% black and 53% white. I'm so sorry, I can't help slavery. So fuck off.
I'll say this. I did not grow up like that Black American experience, but I feel represented in that aspect where I was a Puerto Rican man from New York. I feel like I always got to prove my identity to the people that feel like they have to question or doubt me because of my lived experiences. And one of the videos that you did, you really said, I'm just going to show you the receipts and
Absolutely.
I'm going to be unfiltered. So why do you feel that we as, I don't know, maybe as North Americans have to essentially prove ourselves? And I wanted to touch on that. Like, why do you feel like that is?
I'm honestly, personally, I'm not exactly sure why other people feel the need to make me prove myself. It's not necessarily, A, I feel like they're just trying to get a rise out of me, and B, they're just extremely ignorant to the fact, that like many people look many different ways, you know what I mean? Like
right.
based on anything, you know what I mean? And like, so I'm not exactly sure why they make us have to prove ourselves except out of just pure ignorance. You know what I mean? That's
right.
what I chalk it up to. And I know it's funny. It's like, I'll never like try to prove myself, but here I am proving myself. But like, it worked. It went viral, And I feel like we need to talk about it, especially like black is not just one shade. It's not just one color. It's a lived experience, right? And I feel like growing up, I had a very black ass experience, being, growing up in Alabama, living in a household with a white mama who like wasn't the least racist person. You know what I mean?
She conscious?
Say
that. Yeah, I got you.
So it was like I started having a black experience the moment I was born, and then I went out into public and had that as well. And I got older, and like I claimed blackness, right? I didn't really claim biracialness, honestly, until I was more in my later 20s, and it kind of became like more of a like a political topic, I guess, of like being black versus biracial. And I was like, whoa, there's a difference. Because I think we're all, maybe I'm not having the worst treatment in the world as if I was like a dark-skinned black woman, right? But I definitely still have the experience of a black woman. So like when I got online and, I own who the fuck I am.
That's
At least
good.
I definitely do now.
Yeah, that's good.
And so when people go, they would say anything but. They'd call me Indian, Latina, and they'd be like, who's this? Why is this Indian woman saying the N-word? And I'd be like,
Yo.
so offensive. Not the fact that you think I'm Indian. I mean, like, they're all beautiful women, but it was just like, you're not going to take away a part of the heritage that I specifically had to fight for in my own household. I had to fight to be taken seriously as a black woman by my white mother.
Yeah.
I take this shit very seriously, so
Yeah.
I don't take kindly to the misinterpretations of my blackness.
Yeah.
'Cause I know where the fuck I stand.
That's good.
Yeah.
I honestly, my family was more religious based, so we didn't. They made sure they didn't want to talk about race like in the household and stuff like that. So when I went to college in Rhode Island, I'm hanging out with my black people, with my Latin people, and with my white people as well too. And I'm just like, I hang out with the white people, they think they say I act too black. If I hang out with the black people, they think I'm like, yeah, you're too Latin. And I hang out with the Latin people, I'm like, yo, I cannot win.
Right?
So I moved back to Puerto Rico, get in touch with my roots, get in touch with my land, my ancestral land, and I realized that I don't have to prove myself to nobody, yo.
You just are, especially when you're with the right people. You just are.
Yes, and I know, listen, I have African ancestry. I have Native American ancestry. I have white ancestry. But at the end of the day, I will feel my experiences, I identify with certain aspects and certain things. So I'm not one thing. I'm not. And I think people will try to categorize you into just one thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel, would you say that even though we live in the 2026, but it seems like we're like in 1926 sometimes, do you feel like you still have to make it very clear that we're like, you know, for the Black American community, it's not a monolith?
Okay, so say that again.
Yeah, I got you. I have a New York speed. Do you like? Would you say that the battle of having to represent the Black community, that you represent, that they're not a monolith?
Absolutely, right? Because I'm a very, I feel like in our community, I'm definitely like considered alternative, you know,
Right.
just a little different, but like I'm one of like, I guess considered like an alt goofy Black girl. And
Right.
there is, I can't say there's enough representation. Like I get compared to Lynn from Girlfriends all the time because I have that armband tattoo. So they're like, oh my God, this is Lynn, but like Lynn was also her and Joan were like also my inspiration of like the
Okay.
goofy, quirky Black girls. So like, absolutely. I make videos too about like being alternative and Black.
Yeah.
Like Black people listening to alternative music and like people love a juxtaposition.
Right.
And people don't for some reason still equate Blackness to rock music, even though
Yeah.
made it, you know?
I mean, hello. Hello.
So absolutely. Like I definitely feel like Black can look any type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It can act however the fuck Black wants to act. But at the end of the day, I am still Black.
Yes.
You know?
yes. I
No
think-
matter what kind of anything. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you, how old are you, do you mind me asking?
30.
30. Oh, I'm about to be 30 in July. I grew up watching Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Uh-huh.
So there's one kid named Johnny. I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be the Black kid or the Latin kid because he wasn't like
I
Black.
thought Johnny was Southeast Asian.
Bro.
I thought he was in my head. Yeah.
No, I think Ralph was Southeast
Oh,
Asian.
okay.
But Johnny, he's bald, like, you know,
The
like,
bald one, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was me. I created my own plank, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like that was the closest representation
Right.
on television, yo, from my era.
Right.
But at the end of the day, those little things matter in terms of like, at least you're seeing yourself, a version of yourself outside of yourself. You
Yeah.
know, whether you're seen as the crazy one, the loco, the loca, or like the one that still trying to figure themselves out. I feel like after 6 years of living in Puerto Rico, I'm very comfortable to say when it comes to the test. Remember we did testing in school, they ask you your race, ethnicity. I wouldn't freaking know in the past.
Yeah,
I would just
right.
put like
Other?
Latin, other, yeah.
Yeah.
I put native. I still put native because I grew up more indigenous culture.
Yeah.
But I'm comfortable now to say I'm just a racially ambiguous man.
Yeah.
My presentation, maybe I'm more white, and I can recognize that. But at the end of the day, like what runs through my blades, what runs through my veins is that I have Native and African heritage, and my lifestyle is more connected to the Caribbean, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, last question.
Okay.
Have you been to the Caribbean?
No. I've literally the only two countries I've been to have been El Salvador and Brazil.
Oh, you was in Brazil?
I was in Brazil for
How was
my 30th birthday.
How was that? When's
I
your
stayed in a
birthday?
hostel. October 4th.
I was just there.
Yeah, it was great. I stayed in a hostel.
Yeah.
Got the culture. Went to Pedro de Sal. You know what I mean? I had a good tough fucking time. It was a great 30th birthday.
That's how you do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my 30th. It's next month, so
Oh, yeah. Definitely not Brazil. So.
I already did it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'll figure it out. But I ask if you've been to the Caribbean because if you ever want to come down to Puerto Rico, we will receive you with open arms, yo. And
Yeah.
we'll show you the local experience.
Absolutely. No, I had a lot of Puerto Rican friends growing up too, as well. So.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go.
I like going where like I look like the people. That's you know what I mean? Obviously not El Salvador, but like Brazil was.
You're like pretty tall for it.
No, yeah, I was. Oh my God, everyone here's so little. They're so cute. I'm a big bitch here. I'm a towering human. No, but in Brazil, like, I was like one of them. You know what I mean?
You feel it.
I did, and it was great. You know, in Brazil, there's like every type of body. I feel like the same. I've never been to Puerto Rico. It's not even outside of the country, so there's not been an excuse to not go.
Yeah.
Just never made it out there. But
Well,
absolutely,
it'll happen, I think, with time manifestation.
yeah.
With the right connects, we'll be there. Last one, and on a fun note. I see you have tattoos.
Yeah.
Which one was the longest and most painful session for you?
I want to say my hand was pretty bad, but for some reason, my band tattoo,
Okay.
the two bands around the arm, you got inside here. No numbing medication, too. That was before that was cool. Now I'm like I got my chest numbed.
No, I didn't even do that. I got collarbone.
Oh no!
And he was,
I'm not going through this again.
bro, yo, the guy drilled it on my freaking bone, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, that band tattoo is rough.
Listen, but you know what? They look good. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you, and you killed it. You did a great job, yo.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We outside, yo. Much love.
Is it real? 'Cause you're on the block.